Hello again, soul brothers and sisters, wherever you are, and welcome to another episode of the Spiritual Awakening Journey again with my dear friend Ramzi Cheety. Hello, Ramzi.
Hello.
Okay, if you just popped in right now, this this recording episode is directly related to the previous one. So you need to listen to the previous one because we were setting the foundation about reinterpreting the apocalypse, and now we're continuing. It's a continuation. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like if you want, comment below. You may find information on Ramzi Cheety below, and you may find lots of resources to read on my blog page, also mentioned below. So just a quick wrap. So we talked about our energy centers and connecting, and how deep within us we have this intuition of feeling things, but then because of the programming and everything we go through, we sort of block it, and then we go through the clearing and purging until we reconnect again with our true divine essence and nature. And here we started talking about two narratives right now, and the narrative, and this is part of, if you want, the war. The war that will begin on earth, that already started, is that we will have two narratives, and discernment will be very important. I hope we get to talk about that as well in this session. So we talked about, if we come from the narrative of the God that punishes, the angry God, whatever is happening on earth is now doom and fear, and we're gonna all die, and we're being punished and all this. But if we talk from the narrative of the loving Father, and if we have already started connecting with who we truly are, which is, I am but a dot of the whole self that I am. I don't know who said that, Ramzi. Uh, it's not that my spirit in my body, rather my body is in my spirit. And those of us who
I
started,
think it was Gibran,
who was
Khalil
it?
Gibran, wasn't it? I
Gibran?
believe so.
It's one of the
Yeah.
quantum physicists. They keep using it.
Oh,
Could they have taken it from Gibran? I don't know.
because he said, "Don't say that God is within my heart. I am in God's heart," or something like that. And
Also,
and the prophet,
also,
yeah, which
yeah,
depicts the
yeah,
same picture.
yeah, yeah. It's the same.
Yeah,
It's basically saying
yeah.
the same thing. So when we understand that this is from one who channels, called Bashar, I like it. We are but the fingernail of the spirit that we are. We have come to earth many, many times, and we have had experiences in other dimensions of the universe. So these stars that we see and galaxies are not just dots and decorations, they exist. And millions of people right now are remembering things. That is why in the title of the series, I say remembering who we are. So if we come from the perspective of this very loving Father, okay, and that we all are brothers and sisters, okay, and we are coming to this earth. And then I remind the viewers that we talked before about consciousness. Everything is consciousness. Earth itself is consciousness, a loving mother giving us this experience of form. You know, Ramzi, when I was ill, the first thing I said when I finished my treatment, I realized suddenly we exist. And I like, how the baby looks at its hand is
Yeah.
like, we exist. We have been, if we have this loving Father, allowed to play, to condense our frequency from a very high frequency, to condense it, compress it, so that we take form and we get to play with Mother Earth and the animals and all that, to live in 3D consciousness. So it was part of the game, part of the experience. Okay, because we are infinite, we have been, will be, always will be. So, I mean, we do get bored. We want to explore more. God wants to explore more through us. Okay. However, what is happening now, so in the doom, it's we come one time and we're gonna all die, and it's bloodshed, and the sun is gonna burn us and punish us. In the narrative of the loving Father, we have always been in source. As we speak now, we are. There is part of me that is in source and in other places. And we chose now, because Ramzi mentioned it's a cycle. Earth goes through cycles. And now we chose, since we are entering, we already entered. Now we started entering the Orion, the Orion photon belt, 2,000 years of light. And if we observe the solar flares, they have been intensifying year after year. And now we are experiencing the high flares, the M flares, the X flares. What is this light? Is it to barbecue us? No, it is to make us remember who we are, because the sun, the light, is knowledge. It is the wisdom of God. So our brothers, the galactic brothers, the angels and everybody, they are here. They are here ready to connect with us, ready to help us, sending us all these light codes to help us remember. Wake up, wake up. This was a dream. And Earth, the catastrophes on Earth, Earth also is shifting from 3D consciousness to more. Earth no longer wants to stay at the low frequency of consciousness. So therefore, it is purging, just as we mentioned with Ramzi before, that we need to clear our trauma and everything to reconnect. Gaia also needs to clear the trauma, all the wars and all the bloodsheds and all the stuff. It needs to clear them. She's a conscious being. She's alive. So, Ramzi, I'm sorry. Now the mic is yours.
The mic is mine.
Yeah, the big mic. Okay.
We have to realize that we're not a drop of water in the ocean. We're also the ocean in a drop of water. We have all the information that we need. We can make wave. We are part of the waves. We create all of this, and we're part of it. So to extract ourselves as a small, little, insignificant little dust, a speck of dust in this whole universe, makes us feel alone, afraid, and want to preserve ourselves.
Separated from source.
Yes.
Can I ask you to just move away a bit the mic? Just move it a bit away.
There you go.
Yeah, thank
Better?
you. Yeah.
So if you join and be part of the collective, the drop being the ocean, then there's nothing to be afraid of. You're in it, you're part of it, so you go anywhere that you want. You can cross seas within a second. You are it. So this stage of our lives where we're being directed by different social media to move away, to separate, to we are the good, they are the bad, they are the ugly, be careful, these people, those people, the color, the gender.
Separation, more separation. Yes.
The more you separate, the more fear you live in. The more fear you live in, you feel alone, and you want to protect yourself, so you become an aggressor towards others.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you lose the love within you, and you start to close in, and then you're compacted. Now, this could be a good thing, because once you're compacted, you might sprout and say, I can't take this anymore, and then you go out of your shell. Okay.
Hitting rock bottom. Sometimes we need it. Yeah. Yeah.
Or you literally die within your shell. Mm-hmm. So this is an opportunity. I don't see it as something bad that is happening. I see it as an opportunity for all of us to wake up.
To awaken.
To wake up to who we truly are.
Exactly.
And the connection to the heart is the most important thing ever. I couldn't understand it for a long period of time until I felt it myself.
Absolutely, wonderfully said. So to wake up to who we truly are. So all these events, actually, They are nudging people, wake up, my babies, wake up, you gotta wake up, go to school, wake up, you gotta graduate today. So these nudges are because you really gotta hit rock bottom to break that shell and get out of it. So this doom narrative actually is the absolute opposite. It is the love of the universe shaking us to wake up, my beloved. You have never left the kingdom of heaven. So it is, instead of a day of doom, it is a day of celebration. It is a day of celebration, and everything is getting activated. The ley lines of Earth are connected again. The solar flares are increasing to help us see, remember who we are. So if you feel nudged, if you hear a message, it resonates with your heart, don't disregard that. The programming that you have lived is what you need to disregard and shed, because this is 3D consciousness, but there is free will. People are free, they are not forced. You see how loved we are? You see how literally loved we are? They are not forcing us to forcefully wake up. So it is a choice to resonate with the song of your heart. And if you feel now from here, so then we decided that these are great days. And for those people who anticipated that as of March 7, the full moon, and there will be lots of collapses and disasters, and it was actually prophesied by Virgin Mary, Medjugorje. These days are the days that everyone talked about. It is here. And I'm surprised to hear some people tell us, no, it should be more catastrophic. And they are waiting for thousands of years more. No, it is now. It is happening. If problems arise during these few months, it is because the old needs to shed. I mean, you gotta break that shell to get out of it, right? And so these are great events. Now, let us move to the topic. So we changed the narratives. These are great days. If you are anchored in the heart, if you have done the clearing work that we talked about, Ramzi and I, before, then you are more ready. If you haven't done it, maybe it is now the call to start doing it, because the energies will help you. Each one of you is surrounded by hundreds of angels and beings of light waiting for you to wake up. Oh, yeah, that person awakened. Yeah, it's a party. It's a party. So
Just,
yeah,
I just want to stop for 2 seconds. For those who don't believe, okay, remember how we used to say kids have their guardian angel, they never fall or hurt themselves, but then we forget about it when we grow up. But if we believed it when we were young, we should continue believing today. The day we stop believing this is the day that we actually kill ourselves from the inside. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
no, absolutely wonderful. And I believe that all in divine timing. I
Yeah.
mean, each person, because I see it as a domino effect, people waking up, one group after another, one group after another. And we're just putting these seeds out there for those people who may be wandering here and find the video, and these words might resonate with their hearts. So for the people who are not ready, yet did not do the clearing, fear not. So as I said, your guides are with you, whether you see them or not. More light will be coming to Earth. You might wake up one day saying, oh, I got it. It's like this light is helping us understand. Reach out for whoever is near you, whoever you resonate with, so that they help you on the clearing journey, because we all had to go through. There are lots of coaches out there of pure light. You will feel them, you will sense them. And now I'm gonna move to discernment, to the topic of discernment, which is absolutely important. Now, it's funny, Ramzi, my dream when at university, I wanted to study advertising. And when they tested me in the baccalaureate, I was classified in a class of all doctor, lawyer. I was the only one as publicité et communication, advertising and communication. Now, My mom didn't allow me to study that, so I had to go a very long way to study. Again, what? Communication. And I wonder why I had studied that, and it seems I'm gonna be using it now. So it is discernment. We will be hearing two narratives opposite to one another. And this is not wrong. Consider it, since we are coming here to play and to grow and to become stronger. When we play a game, I love this liquid sort. You put a great game, and when you play a game, you want to move to the next level and to the next level and to the next level. You want to give me a bigger challenge and so on. So consider it as a challenge. Okay, we, our higher selves, wanted a challenge. It's like, this is how I see it. We wanted to separate from source, go back, deep, 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 drop deep into darkness, the consciousness, very low consciousness, and see if in this absolute darkness we are able to see that dot of light that would lead us back to source and to all that is. You see, this is how I see it, as a game. So if we have, as Ramzi said, someone is saying something, the other is judging, let's not judge. Let's listen to both. And the danger lies, the difficulty lies for the people who were, say, born in one environment, they heard only one narrative, it's going to be harder for them. Now, a prerequisite for discernment, I believe, is having a flexible mind. I hear that narrative, this narrative, and that narrative, and I let my heart decide. So, what are the skills we can use to discern? So I'm presented with two opposite ideas. What skills shall we? Let's list them. So we can use discernment via discourse analysis, which is my specialty actually. What words they are using, the body language, also appeal to logos, pathos, ethos. Are they being truthful? Does it come from the heart? You see, does it serve the truth? Do I sense any gain in it? So how are we going to dissect? Also, we add what we discussed before, Ramzi, being connected with our emotions, because our emotions will guide us. And many studies have proved that, like emotional intelligence. And what else can we add to that? We are just listing. Now we're going to go through them. What else?
Well, first of all, I just want to put it in a different picture, what you just said.
Yeah, go ahead.
Life is not black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Life is 50 shades of gray.
Mm-hmm.
And we switch between the colors. We're not robots. It's either this or that. If you walk into a forest, it's not manicured. It's chaos. It's on top of each other. There's dead trees, but dead trees are alive with the stuff growing out of them. So they become food for others. So we look at it, oh, dead tree. We look at it and an idea, oh, this is not good. But actually, all ideas are good. Open your mind and open your heart to see what's good in every idea.
Yes.
The black and the white, and bring them together.
Yeah.
And regarding the feeling, the feeling that you mentioned, which is very important, but we have to have a clear energy field to use the true feelings. Because we walk into a situation already with preconceived ideas and emotions.
Judgment,
so we
prejudgment, yes.
So we go, nah, this is not good. Oh no, this is black. Oh no, this is white. It can be. So that's what we talked about. You have to free yourself so that the true feelings that emerge from inside are your compass in life.
Absolutely. So one prerequisite, but before I wanted to say something about, he said there is no black and white. Actually, darkness is in service of light. It is in service. Darkness, some people don't like it when you say darkness is God. How could God be darkness? Yes, it is in service. Because let's suppose you are faced with a dark situation. The idea that you spotted it and you felt it, it means you passed the test. It's like another level in the game. So I think we are being tested in our discernment, not just as a bad, lousy test with grades. No, just for the fun of it, to see how much we can discern. We're in the game, we're going level after level. So, and of course, what are we choosing? We are choosing that which resonates with the song of our heart, with our joy, with the treasure in the field where the kingdom of heaven is. This is what Jesus talked about. So we want to choose that thing that brings us to joy and to love. If we are ready, if we are ready to live that, unless we are still in the victim phase. So we did not shed. Prerequisite, we need to discern a flexible mind. So if I have been in one social environment listening to only one story, it would be a problem, because part of my thesis research was that I had to listen to different TVs for news. It was about politics. And it was amazing, Ramzi. Let's say something, it was about Lebanon. Something happens, an event. This channel says something, the other channel says the opposite.
Yeah.
And people who follow only this channel, let's say the orange channel, would believe in this way. Those who follow the blue, say, channel would believe in that way, and they would conflict together.
Yes.
But as Ramzi said, since we are dots of the whole, let's bring these together, these narratives together, and put them together. So discernment, first, being in flexible mind that another perspective could be possible. Second, doing the clearing work, the trauma, the pain, because if I talk to you from a perspective of pain, I might project onto you my worries and my pain. And this is the danger of being lots of therapists who call themselves therapists or healers, did not do the clearing work and are projecting their own stuff on others. So being flexible, okay, I'm willing to hear another opinion. Second, doing the work of shedding, because just as Ramzi said, what did you say, the sentence? It was very good. It,
I can
it is, yeah, so that we do not come with prejudgment.
prejudgment. Yeah.
Because often people, if you enter into the ego, there should be no ego. Because if I come notice in conversations, how often do people listen? They actually don't listen. Each one comes to say their story, their narrative. This is ego. This
Yeah.
is ego.
Active listening is very, very important.
Active listening, okay? And then once I did the clearing, I am in a flexible state, or at least I'm doing the clearing. Whenever I'm presented with, say, two opposite events, I would listen, because my heart is open, fully open, and I am connected from my heart to my higher self and divine self. Then that which resonates with heart, with love, with joy is the right thing. Because if it resonates with fear, right, with horrible things, it's not what God is. It's not the higher consciousness that we are now trying to reach. So when I said we're entering the Orion belt, 2000 years of light, we are moving into a higher consciousness. And this higher consciousness is one of unconditional love. In this higher consciousness, we cannot take with us the manipulation program, the jealousy program, the control program, the self-centeredness program. We are moving into being more open to our divinity, allowing our divinity to be shine in us again, which is unconditional love, which is collaborative co-creation, which is this flow, this harmony, this play, as we talked about before. And as we reach this level, we no longer need to use the left side of the brain to decide. We are flowing, we are guided. Our emotions and our higher self are guiding us. Jesus tells us in Matthew, live each day, worry about each day by itself. Do not worry about tomorrow, because once you are connected, you say, whatever will come tomorrow will come. So whether in these events I am going to die or not will no longer be my problem. You see, I've asked, it was challenging. In my last session at hospital, I know a very powerful saint was with me, Saint Charbel. I know he was there. It was his birthday. And I asked Saint Charbel, he healed the cancer, but I'm left now with post-treatment pains. Everything in me is in pain, you know? So, and I asked, why? You could have healed me. I could have had a new body. Why didn't you do it? So there are two possibilities. Maybe with the energies shifting now and changing, and I've heard a source say that our DNA will be upgraded. Maybe we will be healed. Who knows? Or maybe not. We will go and come back again with a brand new suit. Whatever it is, once we know who we truly are, we don't care anymore. As long as we, for instance, I hope I am doing my spiritual mission, what I came here to do. That is all I care about now. Ramzi?
Same. See, I see it this way. We're running in to come to this earth to reincarnate or to live in this earth. We're running, we pick a suit and we come with it. That suit that we pick, okay, it could be a medium or large, a tight or big, it doesn't matter. We just pick something and we run in. And it's not by chance. It's like markers within our lifetime to make us awaken, to allow us to remember.
Yes.
Okay, they're all little triggers, all of them.
Yes, to remember something that maybe we need to clear or fix or something like that.
Exactly. So everything is just beautiful. You know, I had a hard time for a long period of time. Is that why didn't I die during the war? Why my friends died and I survived it? And it was very hard to grasp it at that point in time when you're in such a pain, you can't see anything beyond the pain. But when the pain started to subside and I saw what I've done, and I understand that they did not just go, but there's a greater possibility that they're back.
Yeah.
So although their journey was cut short, they did what they had to do.
At that time,
They completed the mission and they went and they came back. And my mission wasn't complete. That's why I'm still here. And once I started to understand that, and not only in a conceptual way where you can just recite it, but actually feel it from the inside and be able to see certain things that are beyond our senses, I go, yeah, okay, I get it now. Let me do what I have to do and move forward. So once you get into that, you broke out of your shell and you're out there. Any news is good news if you want to, and you can pull it from each section, from the right and the left, and make it what is rightfully the truth, what rightfully resonates with you, rather than the words that are uttered on each side of the media. Because you will remember, things will resonate, and you'll go, ah, yeah, that makes sense. I knew that all the time, but I didn't know it yesterday. But now I know, I remember, I knew it before. So whatever we're talking about today is not something new. We didn't come up with it. We already know it. It's just you got connected to this episode so that you can remember and use it for your mission forward.
In fact, I need to say two things here. Jesus says in A Course in Miracles that our bodies are tools to learn. So when you said we come with things, for instance, I say to myself, why am I wearing these glasses? Perhaps in the past there was something I did not see, and now I'm supposed to see, and stuff like that. Second thing, our higher self, which I've had the chance to connect with, and the moment I connected, I felt this insane love run through my veins, and Ramzi felt it when he connected to it. And we live in separate countries. He's in Canada. I'm located in Turkey. I'm not from Turkey. So this insane love. And so before we incarnate, the soul sits and they put the series of lessons that we need to go through, because our higher selves wants to do the things the right way. Okay, we need to still learn that. We need to still master this. We need to this, that. And that is why sometimes we go into very difficult situations. I mean, the more difficult the situation is, the more your higher self loves you and adores you, because it's telling you, wake up. You see? So they are already set, these experiences. We might sometimes not take the direct route, we take the longer route, but once we awaken, we start asking for the faster, highest route, if you want. And as Ramzi said, this is not something we're coming up with. This is not new age stuff. Once we really discovered that and it resonated with our heart, oh my God, for me, what great joy it was. What great freedom. I mean, it's like we were imprisoned in a small box of conditioning, and you always felt, I am more than that. I'm more than that. Why am I stuck like that? And get me out of here, you see? And then poof, you connect this. Wow, it does make sense, because you remember, once you connect, you remember. When you connect with these beings, you will remember. And I will share one experience. A few years ago, I was in severe depression that I wanted to hit the eject bottom. And there I was there lying half subconscious. And then I hear deep within a voice that I knew so well. It was Jesus. He said, I am here. I was like, what? And I didn't know anything about what was happening now, the ascension, the guides, and this is part, guys, of the going ill and connecting with the angels and all that stuff. So once we remember, it is a voice that we know. It is a familiar voice. It's family. We know this. It is remembering, simply remembering. And this lifetime, the short period of lifetime that we think is 50, 70, 80 years, we think this is all it. This is nothing. This is but a blip of the infinite life that we have been in. When you remember, when it resonates with your heart, it is a day of celebration. It is a day of great joy. It is a great day of great love. So to wrap it up, it is not an easy journey. The awakening journey is extremely challenging, right? It's very difficult. We need to have courage to say no to certain things. We need to have courage to go and face our demons. I know lots of people who see their demons and their stuff, but they want to hide it under the rug, under the clothes. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. It's like they don't want to peel the band-aid because it's gonna hurt. But you gotta at some point remove the band-aid and heal that spot. So it is a rough and tough journey, but we, the children of God, the parts cells of God, we love. It seems we love challenges, huh?
Of course.
We don't like it easy.
No.
Oh, no. So to come back to the apocalyptic event of doom, or the joy that we are reconnecting again to our higher selves, we are remembering, and simply Earth also is shifting in consciousness. We all are shifting in consciousness. I mean, the changes that are going to come are even beyond our understanding now. We are still not ready. We are being prepared step by step, lovingly, you see. Once you, I hope you resonate with that story, and I hope you do a good discernment and choose whatever makes your heart happy.
Follow
Ramzi,
your
you
heart.
follow your heart. Any final views?
Be very open. Allow things to flow. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. That's all I have.
That's all I have.
Thank you for
Because
this.
what is, yeah,
This is an amazing episode. I'm very happy we recorded it.
I'm so happy too, because I honestly, Ramzi, I'm gonna have more guests, but you are the only guest who allowed me to talk about that because we're on the same wave, and I am grateful for your being here. I'm really grateful. Thank you, dear audience. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share these words. We do not want fear spreading, we want love spreading. Let's go to the heart. There are lots of meditation on my page to help you, assist you, guided meditations. There are the inner peace meditations. They are all free there for you to assist you on this journey. Lots of love, and I see you in another episode. Do comment below if you wish to share any of your views. Thank you again, Ramzi. God bless us in this
Thank you.
journey and bless everyone, and sending love to everyone.